Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ifeoluwa, and if this is the first time here, you are highly welcome. To my returning subscribers and returning viewers, thank you for sticking with me. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to use your shoulder dart bustier pattern to cut a 6 pieces gown. And if this is what you're interested in learning, kindly watch this video till the end. So guys, I've gone ahead to fold my fabric into two and place my center front on the folded edge, and I've also gone ahead to mark half an inch from the shoulder down to the waistline. After that, the next thing I did was to draw a line at the down part. I'm so sorry you guys can't see it right now. So after drawing the line, I went ahead to mark 5.5, which is the measurement I'll be using for the flare part. So at this step, guys, you can decide to increase your measurements or reduce your measurements. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'll be making use of 5.5. So after marking the 5.5, I went ahead to connect the points to meet the waistline, just as you see me doing. So guys, I want you to know that the amount of measurements you use is going to determine how wide your down part is going to be. Do you understand? So you can decide to increase your own to 6 inches or 7 inches, or you can reduce it to 5 inches or 4 inches. It depends on how wide or small you want the flare part to be. So now this is me trying to make sure I'm connecting the points together from the down part to meet the waist, making sure it's forming a straight line, but not really a straight line, just to have this curvy part like so. Now let's go ahead and cut it out.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild.
So guys, after the cutout, this is what I have. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the pins from the pattern. So now when you open up, this is what our center front is looking. Can you see the shape? So now let's go ahead and cut the front. So guys, for the front side, I've gone ahead to fold my fabric into two and pin down my pattern paper on it. Now I'm going to extend the waistline like so, just as you see me doing. After extending the line, I went ahead to add my half an inch seam allowance from the shoulder down to the waist like so. So now after marking the half an inch, I went ahead to connect everything together. So now let's move to the down part. So on this down part, I went ahead to mark 5.5. Don't forget this is the measurement we are using for the flare part. So I marked it on one side and also mark it on the other side. After making the points on both sides, I went ahead to draw a line like so. So now, after drawing the line, the next thing we are going to do is to connect from the M line to meet the waist. On the other side, I went ahead to extend the waistline also. Then connect to meet the hemline. And guys, do not forget that we've already added our sewing allowance on the pattern paper. So no need for us to add additional seam allowance again.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began.
Now guys, this is what we're having after the cutout. So I've gone ahead to use that same method to cut out my back piece and also my lining. But the lining I'm using is stopping at the waist, which means that I'm not using a full lining for this dress. Next, I'm going to go ahead to join them together. I will attach my lining separately and attach my fabric separately. Then I'll use the lining to turn everything together. So now guys, for the pockets, I went ahead to measure 7 inches. Oh, don't forget the fabric is on fold. So I measure 7 inches for the wideness, and for the length, I marked 9 inches. After that, I drew a line across the points. The next thing I did is on that line when I marked 7 inches, I went in by half an inch and just draw a curve like so. So I actually don't know what I was in here, but I just now I want to derive a curve like that's going to give me like a shape of a pocket. So I'm just trying to use a freestyle, just drawing. So when I found out that it's not giving me what I want, I went ahead to place my hand on the fabric, then just draw out the shape of my hand, just as you see me doing. After that, I just draw a curve like this, like this. So now, after it's giving me the exact shape I want, I went ahead to cut it out. So don't forget the fabric is on fold, which is I'm going to have 2 pieces after cutting out. So I went ahead to cut out another 2 pieces, making 4. So 2 is going to be on the left side and 2 is going to be on the right side. Now for the sleeve, I folded my fabric into 4 because I'll be cutting both sleeves together. So after that, the next thing I did was to measure 7 inches from the folded edge. 7 inches, and I took the measurement down to the sleeve length. So now, to know the amount of fabric you are going to fold for your sleeve, you are going to add 7 inches to your bicep measurement, then your seam allowance also. That means if your bicep is 14, you are going to divide it into 2. Then you add 7 inches to it and also add your seam allowance. So now after marking the 7 inches, I went ahead to connect it on a straight line like so. So now our basic sleeve measurement is going to be starting from that line, not the folded edge again. So now from that line, I went ahead to mark my bicep measurement divided by 2. After marking it, I went ahead to mark my cap height measurement. So you can check my previous video on how to calculate the cap height. So after that, I went ahead to mark the cap height measurement too on this side. So that's going to give me a straight line. Then connect the points together. So now this is our cap height. Now from this point where I marked my bicep measurement divided by 2, I'm going to draw a line to touch this edge here. So now after drawing the line, I went ahead to measure the line and divide it by 2, then mark the midpoint. After marking the midpoint, I went ahead to use my curve to connect it. Please guys, take note of how I'm placing my curve to draw the armhole shape. After that, I went ahead to mark my sleeve length plus 2 inches. The 2 inches is going to serve as elastic casing. So I went ahead to place the measurements here and place the same measurements here. Then connect to form a straight line. So after that, I went ahead to bring down my bicep measurements. Then connect everything. So now this is me measuring the armhole shape to see if it's giving me my actual armhole measurements. After confirming that, I went ahead to add additional half an inch for my seam allowance. Then I took the measurements down. So that's all guys about the drafting. Now let's go ahead and cut it out.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never say hearts running wild.
So guys, this is the two sleeves after the cutout. So now to attach your sleeve, on the upper part, you are going to run a gather stitch from one end to the other end. Or if you can't run a gather stitch, you can decide to make a pleat to your dress armhole. After that, for the down part, you are going to create the elastic casing with that 2 inches that we added to our sleeve length. And for the elastic you are going to use, you are going to measure your round sleeve measurements. Then you deduct 1 inch from your measurements. So that's going to be the elastic you'll be using for the down part. So guys, that's all about it. Now this is the final outcome. If you find this video helpful, please do not forget to hit on the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel, and also turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever a new video is being posted here on this channel. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.